There are just not sufficient words in the English language to describe how incredibly comfortable this trike is. Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the MeetOne Tour Dual Motor, Dual Battery, Dual Suspension electric trike. Come along with us while we check it out. There's a lot to the MeetOne Tour Dual Motor E-Trike, so let's start off with the specs and then jump into the ride feel. This trike may not look like it, but it's a powerhouse with not just one but two 750 watt motors. There's one in the front and one in the rear, spreading out your traction and your power delivery. Together, they claim 180 Newton meters of torque, meaning you could just about tow a horse trailer with this thing, or at least an empty one. The 20-inch wheels each wear 4-inch wide tires, so you can handle many different types of terrain. And beyond just the extra air volume in the tires, you get a dual crown suspension fork up front and twin shocks in the rear. I'd call it a dual suspension setup, but since it's a trike, it's almost triple suspension. Though the rear is not independent though, so technically it's probably still front and rear dual suspension. But if dual motors combined with dual suspension wasn't already enough for you, then what about dual batteries? The MeetOne Tour trike here has a pair of UL-compliant 48-volt 15 amp-hour batteries with Samsung cells, giving us 1,440 watt-hours of capacity. They claim anywhere from 50 to 130 miles of range, and while that top end seems a bit lofty, 50 miles is probably easily doable at modest speeds. Though modest speeds might be difficult to stick to since you can get up to 25 miles per hour or 40 kilometers per hour on pedal assist. I found that for some reason the throttle is limited to 15 miles an hour though, or 25 kilometers per hour. Maybe it's a safety feature, I'm not sure, but if you pedal you can go even faster and unlock higher motor speeds. And the built-in torque sensor means that pedaling is responsive and comfortable, not like a cheaper cadence sensor. In fact, the trike just screams comfort from so many different directions. Now this never happens, but I am at a loss of words here. I think this is legit the most comfortable trike I have ever ridden in my entire life. There's so many things here. First of all, my feet are so far in front of me, they're in like a different zip code. This is not a recumbent, but it is pretty darn close. Next, this seat, this is not a normal trike seat. This is not like the seat you find on the XP trike or the Rad trike or any of those others that have that little back support thing. This is a giant, like, lazy boy seat. The size of this cushion back here is huge. Look at this. I can take my hands off of these bars and it is super stable. This is weirdly stable. It should not be this stable. Here's a speed bump. And it's perfectly fine over the speed bumps. What is going on with this trike? Look at this, I can do my camera adjustments hands-free here. Oh, except I'm about to hit a mailbox. But other than that, the other thing is it's super comfortable to pedal. A lot of trikes, they're just not comfortable to pedal because you're in like a weird position, you're like up on your butt and it's not nice. But with this one, you're leaning back, you're almost reclined here. And it's just really nice to pedal with your feet out in front of you. I don't know, guys. I'm this close to just giving up bikes and becoming a trike person. All right, let's try some off-roading. Let's see how this does. All right, well, it's definitely bumpier than the street, but I mean, it's working nicely. All right, so that was definitely bumpy, but as long as you don't mind a little bit of bumpiness, I mean, the suspension and the fat tires definitely did a good job there. And I know what you're thinking, it's probably not very stable, right? But the weird thing is it's so heavy that it's kind of hard to tip it. Here, I'm gonna do a full speed turn here. I'm going 14 miles an hour, 15 at the end of it, up to 16 here. And I had all three wheels down the entire time. Yeah, you can get the inside wheel up if you really turn hard, but you gotta push it pretty hard. There are many other features here too. You get this nice enclosed bag so your stuff doesn't fall out of the rear basket, you get great lights, included fenders, and even the mirrors are actually nicely placed so you can see behind you and not just get a view of your arms or shoulders. Of course, you can't see it well here since my camera is chest mounted, but when your eyes are where your eyes are supposed to be, the mirrors are well placed. Now I know I'm being super positive about this bike, so let me share with you some of my gripes and complaints about it too. For one, it is crazy heavy. I'm guessing it's at least 120 or 130 pounds, but I don't have a scale big enough to weigh it. My other hang scales I use for my e-bikes top out at 100 pounds, and I don't even know how I'd hang this thing. If you do need to transport the bike, definitely use a ramp. You're not going to be picking this thing up into a truck bed by yourself. Next, it is expensive. The current sale price is $3,299, and that's even at a discount compared to the MSRP of $35.99. Sure, you get a lot of things that you don't get with other trikes, but you could also buy a pair of other e-trikes for the cost of a single MeetOne Tour here. I definitely think that this trike is not for someone shopping on a tight budget, but rather for someone who prioritizes a big, stable, powerful, fast, and comfortable e-trike over something that is smaller and more affordable. I don't mean to be so overly positive about this thing, but it is just that good, and it really doesn't deserve to be. This is an unknown brand, a sort of random Chinese trike that I figured, yeah, sure, I'll give it a try. And they have knocked it out of the park on their first model. So sure, I would not recommend this one to everyone, but there are a lot of people I would recommend it to. The combination of power and comfort is something I've never seen before in an e-trike. Normally you get one, not the other, and honestly, sometimes you don't get either. So while it is pricey, it's a great addition to the market, and I definitely think you'd enjoy this one if you had it in your garage. At least, if it will fit. Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the MeetOne Tour Dual Motor, Dual Battery Electric Trike. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.